The skill set of learning how to work hard and learning sacrifice and learning this history and knowledge and theology really has started to play out more now as my kids are older. And I think the liberal arts, because it's so broad, teaches you, okay, well, figure it out. You don't know how to do something, go read about it, go ask somebody, or in this case, YouTube is usually the person you can ask. And there's so many books to read about business and so much to see, but it's also been fascinating to look at that with the lens of Christianity and the lens of that education, because so many books of business are with a worldly perspective.
My name is Valerie Abraham.
Joe Carlson.
Jen Carlson.
Nick Hyde. Caleb Trotter.
Jesse Trotter.
Mike Church.
Catherine Church.
I graduated New St. Andrews in 2015.
2007.
2005.
2012. 2007.
2005.
2012.
2009.
The life of the mind, the way that God has asked us to use our mind to glorify Him and to enjoy Him, that's something that I have taken from NSA and put into or carried with me the rest of our life.
Yeah, just a value given to the life of the mind, right?
Yeah.
To recognize that this not only is something we're commanded to do, but the delight that comes from that and the way that the life of the mind shapes the life of the body.
Practically, as an engineer, right, starting as an engineer, I was sort of exercising the same muscles that you do in Latin or music, where you're taking ideas and using kind of abstract translation patterns, right, to take an idea that is in your head and turn it into something someone else can understand. As an engineer, that happens to be a computer, but it's the same muscle as you would have in Latin and Greek. The intensity of the work in trying to take a work of literature and distill down key ideas and the applicability of that was huge for law, because in law you're reading through statutes, you're reading through the code or whatever the law is, you're reading through cases to try to find what the fine point is that can win your case. That was something that NSA, I thought, really honed in for me, was just taking a large amount of information, consolidating it into a couple points, and then being able to present it.
I think big ones on my list would be not being daunted by new things, strange things, difficult things. Once you've gone through NSA, there's virtually nothing that will scare you that you might need to learn. Maybe in some ways it made me a little too brave. You're going to be thrown all kinds of books and things that you've never learned before, and it gives you a kind of versatility, a kind of bravery about learning anything.
I think one of the things that impacted me the most at NSA that I then carried on into the rest of life, living in community, church community, towns, etc., is NSA's perspective on hospitality. We very easily tend to just move in our own circles and in our own peer groups, and one of the things that struck me at NSA was how much we have relationships not just with our peers, not just with our classmates, but also with our professors and with the community. And so then going into the rest of life, whether it was church or my husband's work community, I wanted to really see those integrate with each other, exercise hospitality like I saw at NSA, loving the stranger in our midst, but also building that community through hospitality in our home.